Hey guys, I hope you're well. So another historic haunting today then, involving a young lady who sadly life ended in a tragic way. Now in the story I'll change things slightly. I'm not going to go into the details about how she met her end because it is a bit grim for her, to be honest. So I'll change the details there slightly, but other than that I hope you enjoy the story of the ghost of Anne Dewy.
A young man from the local parish was courting a young lady who lived at the house of Thomas Richard in the Vale of Towie. He found himself haunted as he went to and fro by the ghost of Anne Dewy, a young lady who had lost her life. She would not only meet him in the road and frighten him, but she would come to his bedside and scare him so much that he fell ill. While he was ill, his cousin came to him, and thinking his illness was due to him being crossed in love, he said, "The only reason you're sick is because your love has refused you." But, being gravely answered and told of Anne Dewy's ghost, this cousin advised the haunted man to speak to her. "Speak to her," he said, "or thou wilt have no quiet. I will go with thee, and thou shalt have no harm." So they went out and called at a tavern, an inn not far away. But the haunted man could not drink, and often looked towards the door. "What ails thee, man?" asked the other regulars at the inn. He continued to be uneasy, and finally went out, his cousin following him. And then he saw the ghost again. "Oh God! She is here," he cried out, his teeth chattering and his eyes rolling. "This is a sad thing," said his cousin. "I know not what to think of thee, but I will come with you and go, and we shall see what we can do." They returned to the alehouse, and after a while the haunted man started up, saying he was being called. But when others offered to go with him, he said no. He must go alone. He did go alone and spoke to the ghost, who said, "Fear nothing, follow me." She led him to a spot behind the house where she had lived when in the flesh, and where she had lost her life, and she bade him take from the wall a small bag. He did so and discovered the bag contained a great sum of money in pieces of gold. But the ghost, greatly to his regret, bade him to go and cast it into the river. He obeyed against his better judgment. The next day, and for many a day thereafter, people looked for that money where he had thrown it into the river, but it could never be found. The Reverend Thomas Lewis, a dissenting minister in those parts, saw the place in the wall where the money had been hid in the haunted house, and wondered how the young man could reach it being so very high. But he thought it was likely he was assisted by the ghost itself.
So yet another historic tale then of the reason the spirit is here in the first place is because of an unfinished deed, unfinished business in life. In most cases, in the case of this story once again, a lost treasure, a lost gold. And casting it into the river seemed to satisfy the spirit enough to move on once again. So I hope you enjoy this one, guys. Lots more to come. Really enjoying these stories, really enjoying researching them as well. So please remember to like and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you the next one. As always, remember, please be careful out there. Thank you.